Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are doing your studies good. I welcome you all to our science class. Children, let us see the first lesson Nutrition in Plants. Do you know what are nutrients? Yes, tell me. Children, do you remember that you all have studied about components of food in the last year? Do you remember that? Yes, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, or the various components of the food. These components of the food are called nutrients. Now, do you recollect this, ma? Yes, good. So, these are called nutrients and it is very essential for a healthy body. Next, we can see about the food. What do you have as a breakfast today? Idli, dosa, very good. Chapati. Okay. And you'll have a variety of food for the lunch and the dinner, etc. How come this food comes in your home? Your mummy prepared? Yes, obviously your mummy prepared, but how the raw materials came into your home? Yes, plants only can synthesize their food, but animals and human depends on plants for food because every living organism need food. So, according to the mode of nutrition in plants, there are two types autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So, basically, there are two types autotrophs and heterotrophs. What is autotrophs? The ability to prepare food for themselves. The plants can prepare their food for themselves, but some, in exception, some plants are that they cannot prepare the food of their own. Now see autotrophic mode of nutrition, children. Can you see a plant here? And it is sucking the water from using the root, and it is taking the carbon dioxide from the air, and already it is having the chlorophyll in its leaf itself, and using that in this leaf you see it is preparing the food. So this is known as autotrophic mode of nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which organism can make food themselves from simple substances is called autotrophic mode of nutrition. Auto means self, that is they themselves. Tropos means nourishment, means nutrition. So animals and most other organisms take in the food prepared by the plants. So can you see here it is heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is some plants which cannot produce food. So these are dependent on green plants or other organisms for the food. Can you see here four things? So these are four types are heterotrophs: parasitic, saprophytic, symbiotic and insectivorous. So can you see here food factory? What is food factory? Have you seen food factory in the Discovery Channel, children? Yes, you can see various companies there, how they are preparing the biscuits, pizza and all the eatable things inside the containers will be visible there. You can use these raw materials, example coconut oil, cane sugar, vinegar, cocoa, salt, milk, and you can prepare a fabulous cake. Yes, you all like cake? Yes. Now let us see how do plants obtain the raw materials from the surroundings and how do they transport them to the food factories of the plant. What is the food factory in the plant? Do you know? Yes. So food factory of the plant is certainly a leaf. Yes. Do you know this before, children? Okay, very good. So food factory of a plant is the leaf. Leaves are the food factories of the plants. Therefore, all the raw materials must reach the leaf. Let us see how raw materials reach the leaf. So, can you see stomata? So, this is in the leaf. It is in the leaf. And if you see the picture, you can see a God cells here. Can you see a God cells? So in this God cells, you can see beans like structure. So what process involves using CO2 and HO2, releasing the O2 as a waste product? What is CO2, H2O and O2 as a waste product? So see what goes out and what goes in. When stoma is open, it is receiving the CO2, that is the carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the root, and it is releasing O2. What is O2 ma? Oxygen as a waste product. So that waste product we are all inhaling. So this process is known as a photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide from the air is taken in through the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves, and these pores are surrounded by God cells. Such pores are called stomata. Here you can say stomata or stoma. When it is open, this process is done, and when it is closed, it's over. Next, we can see important thing that is known as chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? You can see here a structure of chlorophyll. Here only the stomata is present. The leaves have a green pigment called chlorophyll. You can see most of the leaves are green color. Why? Because it has a green pigment called chlorophyll, and it plays an important role in the photosynthesis. It helps leaves to capture the energy of the sunlight. Once again, I repeat, it helps leaves to capture the energy of the sunlight. So now we know in the process of photosynthesis, sunlight is also an essential one. So this energy is used to synthesize food, that is preparing food from carbon dioxide and water, and this process is done under the presence of sunlight. So it is called as a photosynthesis, and this photosynthesis occurs during the sunlight alone. So the solar energy is captured by the leaves and stored in the plant in the form of food. So it is a very unique process on the earth, and we can see this in the next class, what is photosynthesis. Thank you.